Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. DG ISPR, that's the Director General Inter-Services Public Relations, made 3 false statements in his interview. I have presented all 3 before you and explained how he misrepresented the facts. This will be proven in a few days again because a major operation is being prepared in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. These lies will be exposed once more. The first lie was that the army has no connection with politics. That is completely untrue. The military leadership is deeply involved in politics day and night. Since General Bajwa's time, and even before that, the army has been politically active. The military has imposed martial law 4 times in Pakistan, created political parties, made and toppled governments. The military leadership has always been involved in politics for its own benefit. To gain small personal advantages, they have repeatedly sacrificed Pakistan like a goat. The current government that is in power was also brought by the military. A party that won only 17 seats was made the Prime Minister of Pakistan and now even given a 2/3 majority. I said yesterday that if this continues, they might even be granted a 100% majority. Everything has been done to distort the constitution, and it was all done by the army. The military establishment abducted people, forcibly disappeared them, harassed even MLA family members, held people in illegal custody, and then forcibly passed a constitutional amendment. Now that they have secured 2/3 majority, they can do anything. The second lie was that they do not control the media. This is a huge lie. You can ask any media person to swear on the Quran. They'll tell you that media in Pakistan is not controlled by editors or media policies. It is controlled entirely by the military establishment. They decide what should be aired and what should not. The third lie was that abducting people, forcibly disappearing them and holding them illegally is unlawful and wrong, and that those responsible should be held accountable. Now this too is false, because such actions are carried out by intelligence agencies. I can't abduct anyone or keep them illegally detained. This is done either by bandits in remote areas or by the agencies themselves. For example, what happened to Ahmed Noorani's brothers was blamed on rural bandits, but Ahmed Noorani is informing the world at an international level about how and why they were abducted. Viewers, these are the 3 false statements made by DG ISPR. In the coming days, it will become clear that the entire current system is working to dismantle the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government. They've decided to eliminate the last Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf, or PTI, government remaining in the province. Mr. Gandapur mistakenly believes that the system will tolerate him because he passed the budget and fulfilled all demands. But the establishment believes that as long as Imran Khan's government exists in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, it will remain a headache and a threat. They could block supply lines or launch major protests. The establishment is working to bring down the government. The first major step they've taken is to snatch reserved seats in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. These seats were taken across Pakistan, but in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 30 reserved seats were given to those who won only 23 seats. That means the people didn't give them that many seats. The military establishment gifted them these through the judiciary. The people gave them only 23 seats. Even those were forcibly won. Originally, the public gave them only 13 seats. The military establishment gifted them 30 more through the judiciary, increasing their numbers. Now, a political marketplace has begun in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Parties like GIF, which is Maulana Fazlur Rahman's party, PPP, PMLN and ANP, are inviting PTI MPAs or members of Provincial Assembly and offering them tickets and help to win in future elections. They claim the establishment will ensure PTI doesn't come to power again. These tactics are being used to sway PTI MPAs. In the coming days, some PTI MPAs will be dismissed to increase pressure, and attempts will be made to win their seats in by-elections. Gandapur thought he could manage the establishment and isolate Imran Khan. He thought he could make a deal. He was abducted twice, but never revealed who took him or where he was kept or what demands were made. He stayed silent. Occasionally he made bold statements, but he backed down each time. Now the establishment is directly targeting Khyber Pakhtunkhwa's government. Politicians are mere pawns. It's the establishment that's actively working to break the party and change the government. Another big development, Amir Mughal tweeted about who has been appointed as the DPO of Swabi. This man was in Islamabad, where he brutally targeted PTI workers. He abducted them, tortured them, and filed false cases of murder against Imran Khan, Bushra Bibi, Alima Khan, Ali Amin Gandapur, Omar Ayub, Shibli Faraz and the entire KP cabinet, including murder of police and Rangers personnel. He also filed cases of terrorism, theft, robbery, rebellion and more. This SP, Khan Zeb Mohammed, was transferred from Islamabad and appointed as DPO Swabi. A reward. Ironically, the chief minister from the same political party whose workers he persecuted has appointed him DPO of such an important district. Swabi is the last district before entering Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, key in case of protests, roadblocks or shutting down supply lines. The federal government believes a protest movement is starting in KP, so they are posting their trusted men there. Intelligence agencies are finishing the remaining job. Ali Amin Gandapur is just watching. KP people have long said Gandapur rewarded the same government officers, returning officers, who rigged elections and tortured PTI workers, those who stole their mandate. Now this DPO in Swabi is also a product of Gandapur's favour. The KP cabinet should thank him for bringing a man who beat and tortured them in Islamabad and even opened fire on them. The man they should have filed a case against has been appointed DPO in Swabi. As for the struggle for real freedom, DC SWAT has been removed and scapegoated. NDMA and PDMA should also be questioned. Retired officers, mostly military, are often posted in these departments. Rescue officials, whose office is just 5 kilometers away and could have arrived in 5 to 10 minutes, took 1.5 hours while people waited and filmed dying victims. So yes, the DC of SWAT has been removed. The notification issued by the Chief Minister of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa at his direction and the Chief Secretary of the Government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa has acted accordingly. They have issued the notification now. A new Deputy Commissioner has been appointed there. The previous DC has been removed. So this is one of the actions that has taken place. People of the area staged a protest against their administration. They said our guests had come and no arrangements were made to protect them. There was no proper system in place. There should have been a warning beforehand. There should be sirens along the riverbanks so that when a flood is coming from upstream, the sirens can be turned on downstream. On hearing the sirens, people would recognize the danger and leave. It's a small matter. Every year so many accidents happen. This time 75 people have drowned here. Incidents like this keep happening repeatedly in Naran. There are only a few specific spots where tourists come down to the river and enjoy. What's the problem in installing a siren at each of those spots? Install a danger alarm at those places and just turn it on at the right time, when you know a flood is approaching from upstream, which usually takes about an hour to an hour and a half to reach. Turn on the siren and people will get out in 5 minutes. Tourists should also be more cautious. If they're informed in time, they should try to protect themselves and their children. Now viewers, the DC has been removed, but a press conference was held by Atta Tara and another federal minister. Both young men were sitting there. When I saw the picture from that press conference, it made me even angrier. Not just me, but the entire country of Pakistan is disgusted by them. They were laughing during a press conference that was supposed to express grief. You came just to shame the government of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, saying people were martyred. So many lost their lives. 11 bodies have been recovered and confirmed. So when you're holding a press conference over this, why were you smiling? What was the joy about? Were you happy that you got an opportunity to humiliate the Khyber Pakhtunkhwa government? This was a moment of mourning. Your faces should have shown pain. But these people have no hearts in their chests. They have no empathy. They don't consider people as humans, just insects. They think, oh, these people died in that province? Great, let's show them in a bad light, humiliate them. No one is willing to take responsibility. Gandapur should take responsibility and ensure that such incidents never happen again at tourist spots. There should be a system in place to warn tourists in advance, evacuate them beforehand, and a force should be present at such places. You earn billions from tourism. Why not create a force that clears people out of danger zones in time? And if someone does get stuck due to negligence or ignorance, at least there should be the equipment available to rescue them immediately. Local people brought ropes, tied things, sat on tubes. They kept trying to help. And your departments, which consume billions in budget, did absolutely nothing. Viewers, I've already told you that efforts are being made to break up the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf or PTI party. Najam Sethi has also mentioned a reason why this two-thirds majority is being pursued. Najam Sethi's claim is very interesting. He says the aim is to amend the constitution and give the establishment meaning the military, a formal constitutional role, so that their involvement in politics or governance is made official without needing elections. This is what Najam Sethi is saying. He further claims this became necessary after the Field Marshal visited Washington. President Trump reportedly insisted on meeting the man who holds real power, and they found out that all authority in Pakistan lies with the Field Marshal. So he was brought in for a meeting. And now that this meeting has happened, there is talk of giving him a constitutional role. Sethi says this government is shameless enough to actually do it. So the campaign to corner PTI just keeps going. Malik Ahmed Khan has openly challenged PTI, saying if you want to protest, then, well, resign from the assemblies. Now, about 26 PTI members have had their membership suspended for 15 sessions just because they protested against Maryam Nawaz and allegedly insulted her. So their membership is now suspended. Just think about it. This is how democracy functions in Pakistan. The speaker, gives these emotional speeches, proudly claiming big achievements, saying, submit your resignations if you want to protest. But when they protest outside, they're told, come protest in the assembly. And when they protest inside, they're told, resign and protest outside. It's as if they can't stand here or there. They really have no solid ground to stand on. This is a government of Form 47s, and that's a nod to alleged election rigging, and honestly, it will collapse. In the end, it's the people who will decide. The day people decide to rise and take back their rights no matter what, even if the military, the entire administration, or all of law enforcement stands in the way, the people will reclaim their rights within hours if they truly decide to stand up. We've seen it happen before, in Bangladesh and plenty of other countries. Viewers, Aitzaz Ahsan has made things very clear with a statement. He said that courts only issue verdicts desired by the army chief. He said General Bahwa made a deal with Nawaz Sharif to get 2 terms. Nawaz told his party members to go have breakfast and come back to vote in favour of Bahwa's extension. So PMLN was part of that deal. It was made back then. Now, viewers, a tweet from Marung Balok has surfaced. It's very important. I want to read it to you. She is facing grave injustice. There is severe oppression happening in Balochistan regarding enforced disappearances. We should all raise our voices. This issue should never be buried, no matter who is in power. The pain and trauma of disappearances is unimaginable. Dr. Dean Balok, it's been 15 years, no one knows his whereabouts. Many people have been missing for 10 to 12 years. They were forcibly disappeared with allegations pointed at state institutions. But they remain untouched. Now look at Marung Balok's case. She says enforced disappearances must stop. She demands rights for Balochistan and its youth. But her own human rights have now been taken away. Marung Balok is being recognized globally for her work in law and human rights. But look how Pakistan is treating her. Dr. Marung Balok and Bebo Balok were arrested illegally on March 22, 2025, under 3 MPO, a preventive detention law, and jailed in Quetta. Legally, 3 MPO allows detention for only 90 days. This period ended on June 22nd. As per the Constitution, a board led by a High Court judge must be formed afterward to decide whether to extend the detention or release them. But no such board was formed, no presentation in court was made. This is the rule of law in Pakistan. On June 22nd, when we went to the prison to ask about Dr. Marung Balok, the superintendent kindly told us her detention had been extended for 15 more days. When we asked when the board convened or when she was presented, there was no satisfactory answer. After 3 days of repeated visits, they finally showed us a notification of the 15-day extension, but did not allow us to take a copy or a photo. This is barbarism. This will provoke movements in Balochistan. If there is no law, where should people go? Later, a statement was posted from Dr. Marung Balok's Twitter account, saying that when they requested a certified copy of the notification from the Balochistan High Court Registrar, they were flatly refused. They submitted applications to both the Registrar and the Home Department, but even after a week, no copy of the notification has been given, and neither has Dr. Marung Balok nor her companions been released. They said that this state is governed by jungle law. The Constitution, national laws and international human rights are being trampled. For the past 3 months, a strong political voice and internationally recognized human rights defender, Dr. Marung Balok, has been unjustly imprisoned with her companions. Even the Balochistan High Court appears helpless. Not only are these leaders illegally detained, but a suspicious notification is being circulated using the High Court's name. And the court is unable to act on it. If the courts can't deliver justice, where will people go? What more injustice could there be than this, which continues in Pakistan, and no one is willing to stop it? Viewers, the worst budget presented by the government has been passed by the Pakistan People's Party without any substantial gains. They claim they got relief for the public. That's just a story. Bilawal and Asif Zardari bowed their heads and had the budget passed without securing even a penny's worth of relief for the people. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.